Yo, 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 yo. Check one, check two. Looking at you. And scene. Alright. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Smooth Gaming. We're back with another video. And today, I'll be answering the biggest question everybody's asking right now. You don't already have the game. And that is, should you buy College Football 26? And the short answer is no. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, peace out. I'm just kidding, but in all seriousness, if you want better graphics, like if that's what you look for in the next version of the game, at this point it's better graphics and, you know, the game to feel different and stuff like that. That's not what you're going to get with College Football 26. And just like Madden, the past 5 years, has the game felt different, really? I mean, Madden 25 last year, it was so slow. So that's the only thing that's really been different. But like graphics-wise and, you know, the way players look, and if you're worried about that aspect, has Madden been different in the past 5 years? No. And just like college football, it just came out last year, but is there anything different with the way the game looks? No. Like even the main home screen looks exactly like last year. You got the same game modes. I mean, there's nothing that's really changed since last year if you're just a casual player. And then you get some people that are like, oh, well, Road to Glory has high school now. It doesn't really. I mean, you get moments. You get 5 games worth of moments. You don't get to play full games. And then you're done with the high school. Now, I will say that it is a good addition. Should they have done like 4 or 5 full games? Yes, they should have. But the moments is a good start, and they probably did that for a reason, so they could do full high school games next year, and they can change something about it. Because at this point in, you know, football, 2K, you know, any games like that, there's only so much they can do with graphics. Like, the graphics are as good as they're going to get. So they have to, like, actually make, you know, game mode changes. And, you know, like Madden a few years back, like, they had to try and add Superstar KO. And whenever it first came out, everybody loved it. But then, you know, just like some game modes do, you know, it dies off. And nobody cares about Superstar KO. But, like, eventually, this is just the second year of college football, so they're good for now. People are still going to buy it. They're going to have to do something like that to change up the game a little bit, because the only thing that's different from this year to last year's game is that Road to Glory has high school and Dynasty has a few changes. That's just from your, you know, casual gamer standpoint. Now, if you really care about Dynasty, then you might want to buy this game. And I really love Dynasty. So I do like a lot of the changes they made this year. And I know this first 4 or 5 minutes of this video sounds like I've just been shit talking EA. And I'm not. Like, it's just the second year of college football. So the changes they made in Dynasty are big. I can't even lie. They've got over 300 coaches, which a lot of people don't care about coaches. But that shows you that they put in effort to get some real coaches into the game. And I'm not just going to read off this site and sound like a robot, but I'll just give you some of like the experience of me playing it. Like, with recruiting, it's a lot harder this year. And let me rephrase that. It's a lot harder this year if you're a lower overall, as it should be. So like if you go into a first year Dynasty with Delaware, you're not getting a 5-star. There's just absolutely no chance. You're not getting a 5-star. And that's how it should be. Delaware is not getting a 5-star. They absolutely will not. So you really, if you're a low overall school, you really need to make it a focus to get those proximity to home guys and people that start interested in you. Because there's nobody going out of their way to go to Delaware or Missouri State. And I'm not going to get way too deep in it because, I mean, there is a lot of stuff they added. Like you can see on the screen, recruiting battles. That's not much different from last year. They just say you've activated a recruiting battle and it's just in between you and one other team. It's just like getting into the top 3 of last year's game. It doesn't change much. at all. It just kind of slows down the, filling up the bar. But if it's you get in a recruiting battle with Ohio State and you're, let's say, Oregon State, then you're probably going to lose that. Let's be honest. And one thing that I will give EA credit for is last year, whenever you got people out of the transfer portal, they would not upgrade in the offseason. They did change that, which is really important because last year you wouldn't even try to get people out of the transfer portal because you knew that they wasn't going to get an offseason upgrade. So they fixed that. And while I'm talking about the transfer portal, they've made it a lot more realistic. Like in terms of now college football, like in real life college football, everybody's worried about NIL deals. And, if they get too good, like if you get, let's just say, as an example, Delaware, you get a 4-star QB and you ain't performing, he's going to leave. Like, you can't just keep him for all 3 years on a bad team. You got to get good or that quarterback will leave. And there's a lot more quarterbacks in the transfer portal, which is a lot like real life. And you lose more players in the transfer portal than ever. Like, each year, you're probably, unless you can persuade all of them, which you can't, there's 15 players you're probably losing the transfer portal. And then 30 total players that you're losing altogether because of people graduating and people going to the draft. So you really have to put a focus into recruiting, scouting, and bringing in like a class of 30 plus players, or your team's going to be really bad because you're going to lose everybody in the transfer portal. And as you can see right here on the screen, they show you like the upgrades, like what they upgrade this year. Last year it was just your player got boosted and you really didn't know what it boosted. But now it'll show you. So like if you look at the top right here, Bo Sparks, he went up 7 overall. And if you scroll down that list, it'll show you what he upgraded in, which I think is, something easy, an easy fix, and they did it. And if you look right here, the skill caps, they made it like a slower moving progression. Like last year there was probably 6, or I don't know what it was, like 12 boxes maybe that you had to fill in, but they've made it more spread out and, make progression more realistic. You don't just jump from a 78 overall to an 87 now. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they said they did in terms of, made wear and tear better. The normal stuff that they say they do every year, better graphics stuff, but it's really just a reskin of last game, but with some, better quality of life changes in terms of the transfer portal being more accurate, recruiting being more realistic in terms of if you're a low overall, you got to start by getting those 2 and 3 stars and then work your way up. You can't just start with signing 5 stars. But I say all that to say this, that if you're a Dynasty player and you really care about Dynasty in this game, I personally would get the game because I think Dynasty is the most fun mode in the game. And I don't want to just go over Dynasty for those people that don't really care about Dynasty. Road to Glory is different. Like I said, you get the high school games. You get to play the moments in them. And it takes a little bit. It ain't just like you're in high school for 15 minutes. I mean, it takes a little minute to get through high school. And, I forgot to go over this. If you pick a 5-star, that doesn't mean you're a 5-star throughout high school. If you play bad in the moments, you can drop all the way to a 2-star. Now, granted, you'd have to play super, super bad to do that, but it's possible. So you do have to play good in high school, and they also give you the option to skip high school if you want to, but why would you do that? But that's really the only 2 game modes, and then you have online gameplay, which, not much different from last year. College football still plays fast, so the movement is very similar. Wear and tear, they said they've revamped it or whatever, but it feels the same. So, but overall, if you're wanting new graphics and new, the gameplay to feel different, then don't buy it because it feels just like College Football 25. But if you care about the dynasty changes, and if you care about having high school and Road to Glory, then I think it's worth it. I think that they actually put effort, a lot of effort into dynasty. I mean, a little bit of effort into Road to Glory. They've added high school, but once you get to the college level, it's just like a reskin of Road to Glory last year. But they did put some effort with adding high school. But that's how I feel. And, you know, if you agree, disagree, or whatever you want to say, leave it in the comments. I'm sure I'll look at them, probably reply to them. And leave a like. It lets me know that, you know, you like the video, whether you agree or not. Lets me know you liked the video, watched it. And until next time, peace.